Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Betty. This is my channel The Wildflower Hippie, and today I'm going to talk about the books I read in July because it is already August, so it's time to look back on July and see how many books I read that month. I did a pretty good job actually. I read 7 books in total, which is a lot for me. Normally I read like 3 to 4 books, but now I read 7 and I'm so proud of that because I only have time to read in the evening after I come home at 8 p.m. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job this month. So yeah, let's see what books I read in July. So the first book I read in July was Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Bayron. And this is about Sophia, who is into girls, women, and she does not want to marry a guy, but she has no other option basically, because the king is like very anti-women and he has a lot of rules for women. They have to get married or otherwise they will be dead or whatever. They have to be at home after 8 p.m. and all those weird rules, and Sophia does not like that. She tries to run away, where she meets Constance, who is a family of Cinderella and who is the ex of the king at the end, and it was really weird, but they are trying to end the king basically, because they want him gone. They don't like his stupid rules, and so they are trying to end him basically. I liked the book. I didn't love it. I don't know why. Maybe it was the writing style that was not for me. I mean, it was okay, and while I was reading the book I thought this would be a great movie. So funny enough, after reading the book, I went on Twitter and I saw the author tweeting about the book is becoming a movie. Like, what? But anyway, I liked the book. It was good, but not like the best book I read in July. The next book I read was Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins, and I honestly loved this book a lot. It was funny, it was cute, it was romantic, it was everything. But it's about Millie Quint, and she is a teenager and she likes girls and she's into her best friend, but then one day she finds her best friend kissing a boy, and at that moment she decides that is the perfect moment to go to a boarding school in Scotland, which has been always her dream. So she goes to Scotland and she has to share a room at her boarding school, and her roommate is a actual princess, and at first they don't get along like very well, but then they have to go on this survival trip, a challenge from the school, and they are spending time together and they start to like each other, and it's really cute. It was romantic and I really love this one. It's probably one of my favorites this month. The next book was Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. I think 1 or 2 years ago I read this book by Sally Thorne, which was called The Hating Game. And The Hating Game is about 2 co-workers and they hate each other at the beginning, but eventually they fall in love. This was a little bit different. They became friends at first and then they became lovers. But it was also very romantic. Rudy is like very scared. She's really afraid to step out of her comfort zone, and Teddy is like the opposite. He likes to take risks. He loves to go out and do all those fun stuff, and he is really helping Rudy with it, and it was cute. It was like so nice, and it was definitely a great friends to lovers book, and I would definitely recommend this because it was really good. I love the writing style, I love the whole story, and yes, it was a really good book. The next book I read was Shipped by Angie Hockman, and this is about Henley, who works for this travel cruise ship company, and now she gets a chance to get a promotion, and she really wants it, but her co-worker Graham is also running for that promotion. They both have to go on this cruise ship and find out how they can give their customers like a better experience at the cruise ship. And Henley is like really focused on work, while Graham is like really focused on having fun, enjoying the experience and everything. They start to hate each other. Well, they try to, but eventually they start to like each other a lot. It was really cute, and the boss of Henley at the company is like really an a-hole. He is not a nice person. But the story was like really cute, romantic and funny, and it also reminded me a little bit of Jo Watson, her writing style. I love Jo Watson's books a lot. Like, I think she might be one of my favorite authors, and this book came pretty close to that. So yes, I really loved it. It's also like the perfect book to read this summer, so definitely a recommendation. The next book I read was The Paris Connection by Lorraine Brown, and to be honest, this was my least favorite one this month. It was not bad at all, but I read so many great books that one book has to be like the least favorite one, and this was it for July. It's about Hannah and Sai. They went on a trip to Venice, and now they are taking the night train to Amsterdam, but Hannah cannot sleep on the train, so she decides to find a quiet place to sleep, but she ends up on the other side of the train, and one part of the train goes to Amsterdam and the other part goes to Paris. So Simon is now on the train to Amsterdam and Hannah is on her way to Paris, and there she meets Leo, who made the same mistake, and they are spending a few hours together. It was cute, and it reminded me of my time in Paris. I love Paris, it's a beautiful city, so it brought back a lot of great memories. But I don't know, it was not my favorite one. It was cute, it was romantic, but it was still not my favorite one this month. I still think it's a great book. If you love Paris, you should definitely try it. But yes, it was not my favorite one. The next book I read was Accidentally Engaged by Farah Heron, and I love this book. After reading this book, I wanted to start baking and cooking, and it was such a cozy book basically. It's about Rina, who is 30 plus and she's still single, and she has an Indian family, and that Indian family wants to try to find the perfect Muslim husband for her. She hates that, but this time they found Nadim, and he is also her neighbor. Rina kind of wants to hate him, but at the same time she starts to like him a lot. He's like funny, and he is basically the perfect man for her. It was really, really cute, and I loved the writing style. It was such a fun read, and I loved it. I think this might be one of my favorite this month. Yeah, definitely a recommendation. It was so cute. The last book I read was Big Bones by Jo Watson. Is an e-arc. It was an e-arc because 2 weeks ago Jo Watson asked me if I wanted to read this book, and of course I said yes, because Jo Watson is one of my favorite authors. Normally she writes about adults. This one was about teenagers. It was about Laurie, and she loves art. She makes art, and she went to an art school, but now they moved houses and she has to go to a normal school again. She's very anxious on the first day because she had this traumatic experience at her previous normal school, and I really felt that. that traumatic experience was described so well, and I really felt that, maybe because I was bullied too in high school. But yeah, it really hit me hard and I was crying basically. Boy is also a beautiful book. There's this Jake guy, he's like the very popular kid at school. He's the star of the school, but he is also struggling with things, and they start to hang out with each other because they have one thing in common. Both their brother and sister are different than other kids, and they need help and they want to talk about it with each other. And it was really, really good book. This is about body positivity, being fat shamed. It was about anxiety and traumatic experiences, but it was really, really good. I enjoyed reading it, and the ending was just beautiful and nice. So yes, this is definitely a recommendation. If the book comes out at the 21st of September, buy it and read it because it was really, really good. And these were the books I read in July. I hope you liked this video. Thumbs up if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.